It's truly amazing what we have right in our backyard. Some places have a creek or wildlife land walking distance from their home. What you may not realize is the tremendous creatures and plants, big or small, that we experience every day. It's a short walk over the bridge to the viewing dock. There we can find many interesting insects along with our feathered friends who have also inhabited the land.
This is the bridge.
It's just over there. This land is also home to deer and coyotes. Well, this is interesting. Ah, this is the area now. Here are some of the larger insects you will find in Wascana Creek. Snails move around slowly on a muscular foot that extend out of a spiral or round shell. Snails used a rough tongue to scrape up the algae and dead plant material. Caddisfly larvae build tubular homes using bits of plants, sand grains, or even old snail shells. Caddisfly larvae walk slowly along the bottom and eat algae and small, adequate plants. Damselfly nymph are usually found on the bottom or on underwater plants. They have 3 leaf-like gills on the end of their body. They eat insects and plankton. Here are some of the smaller insects you will find in Wascana Creek. Water boatmen are black with 5 yellow bars. They swim by paddling with their oar-like legs. They eat algae and dead plants and animals. A side swimmer is a freshwater shrimp that is grayish in color. They swim on their side by beating their many legs. Water mites are usually red and feed on larvae and plankton. They swim by wildly beating their 8 legs. The beautiful sounds of nature. Bye-bye, Doc. Shh. We'll try not to disturb nature. Oh, this is great. Ducks crossing. Sorry, geese. Papa's check this out. Some of the big birds we have here are geese, ducks, killdeer, western meadowlark, northern harrier, and the northern pintail. I'll tell you a little more about these a little bit later. The next morning. It's a short walk south to the bench over there. There we can find lots of interesting water plant life and maybe a duckling or two. we are. The benefits of coming in the early morning here are the birds are out, no one's scared them away, the water's nice and calm. While we're here, why don't I tell you a little bit about a diver and a dabbler. Diving waterfowl make a running takeoff. They head into the wind and patter over the surface. Their big paddle-like feet, giving them extra forward momentum. On calm days, the bigger, fatter birds need a long run before they can rise clear of the water. Divers include of canvasback, redhead, scallop, and ruddy ducks. With their larger wing-to-area-to-weight ratio, dabbling waterfowl are able to rise directly off the water surface when they take flight. Dabblers include mallard, pigtail, teal, and northern shoveler. Did you know this beautiful wildlife preserve also has a purpose? It's a natural floodplain. Natural floodplains boost the ecosystem and are the place for water to go. Floodplains are flat, low-lying areas along rivers, creeks, and streams where seasonal flooding occurs. Flooding deposits nutrients into the soil. This results in healthy plants which then attract wildlife to the area. These are some of the water plant life that live in Wascana Creek. At the bottom, there's the coontail, the water lily, the pondweed, the batterwort, the arrowhead plant, the cattail, the water plantain, spike rush, common reed grass, and the willow. Scientists and farmers alike are just beginning to recognize the value of this endangered plant community. For example, native prairie plants are adapted to the harsh conditions found here. Hot, dry summers and long, cold winters, and they will grow easily with very little care. Along the waterway like Wascana Creek, the protection provided by native prairie plants is especially important for nesting waterfowl and other wildlife. The deep, strong roots of native prairie plants stop soil erosion by holding the soil in place when it is windy or during spring floods. Who would have known we had such a beautiful conservation park right in our city limits? Please try your best to protect nature and do your best to enjoy it also. Thank you for watching.